What's up, officers? My name's Anais. I'm the community coordinator here at Renegade Game Studios, back again for yet another Axis and Allies action briefing. And joining me today, once again, is Dan Bojanowski, our senior producer.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be back again for Axis and Allies Month. We love doing this every year. We've been working on some pretty cool projects that we can't wait to talk to you guys about.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. We got something new for you that we just launched at the same time as this video. So right now, yes, this is breaking news. I'm happy to announce the Renegade Game Studios Axis and Allies Diplomacy and Ikusa Deluxe Accessories campaign. Live now on BackerKit, this campaign contains high-quality accessories for all three titles, and the link is in the description box below, so you can head over there right now. But we're going to break everything Axis and Allies related down in this video for you all, so that you have a little more info. Dan, would you like to tell us all about what folks will find in this campaign for Axis and Allies?
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, just a little background real quick. We've been doing some great accessories for Axis and Allies, the deluxe maps and the hit dice and the IPC tray, or the hit dice and the IPC chips. And we had a few more coming out, and we thought, well, let's do it upright instead of just string them out a little bit. Let's blow it out and do a bunch of them and put them in a campaign with some other accessories and really make a thing out of it. So that's what we're doing here. I've got four accessories to talk to you about specifically for Axis and Allies. First up, we have the Axis and Allies Deluxe Dice Tray. So this is a really one that we've worked hard on to make it not just any dice tray, but a dice tray that is specific to Axis and Allies that works well with some of the other accessories and works well with Axis and Allies. So roll with precision and presence during your Axis and Allies games. This is a two-piece tray. It's a box like yay big. It's got a lid on it. It's got a gold foil Axis and Allies logo on it, so it looks really nice, and an army green. And when you open it up, there's the lid obviously that you can roll into, and then the bottom has both a rolling area and storage space for all your dice. So four specific wells for your dice. It can hold a large amount of dice. It's got a flocked velvet surface, so you can use the dice yourself, or you can use the tray yourself, or you can share it by giving the lid to someone else and you take the other one, or you can just have multiple rolling surfaces. This does fit all sizes of dice used in Axis and Allies games. We made sure of that, including the D6, D10s, D12s, and the hit dice.
Yeah, this is the perfect companion to the Axis and Allies hit dice, which we released in 2022, forever ago, 1 million years ago. It feels like just yesterday. A full set of hit dice will fit into this tray, so this also doubles as the perfect storage container. So very versatile, very
Yes,
useful.
exactly. That was one of the main design goals of this for me, just was to make this a companion piece for the hit dice. I know that those have been really well received, and we wanted to be sure that a full set of those fit in there. There's those four different wells that go around there, and there's four different types of hit dice, so they stack in there nicely, and it should work really nicely for anyone who has those hit dice or any other type of dice.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do have another one to talk about. The next one after the deluxe dice tray is actually a suggestion from you, the fans. A while back, I went out to the fans and said, "Hey, we're doing all these accessories. What else would you like to see?" And one of the suggestions was task force plates. So we are coming out with Axis and Allies task force plates. So these are an official fleet organization accessory. This can be used with any version of Axis and Allies, then they make moving large forces around the game board much easier. They have two parts. There's a wooden representative piece that gets moved around the board to the different territories, different regions, and then there's the plate, the task force plate, where you stack all of your army, your fleet, your different unit pieces, your chips. So instead of moving all of those little pieces around, you move that one little wooden marker to make it much easier to do so. The task force plate sits off the side of the game board and holds all the miniatures in the group. And these are really great because they allow players to move one piece instead of the 10 to 20 miniatures and chips. It just makes organization a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely. There is a number slash letter on each component, so it's easy to see what goes where. Also, the wooden markers have a slot for placing a national control marker, making it even easier to see. This set comes with six markers slash plates for Axis and six markers slash plates for allies. Each of the task force plates is double-sided, which one side for sea forces and the other side is for land forces. So
Yeah.
pretty neat.
Yeah, we're super excited for this. Love that they work for any Axis and Allies game, so you can buy
Totally.
it once and then use it for your whole collection. All right, so that was two down. We've got another one to
Another
talk
one.
about
Yeah,
here.
go
They
ahead.
keep coming. So this one is called the Axis and Allies Deluxe Token Pack. Continuing along our theme of making, deluxifying things as they come. This is the Deluxe Token Pack, and this is a set of 255 custom acrylic tokens for use in any World War II based Axis and Allies game. So this doesn't work for 1914, but any other Axis and Allies game it'll work for. These tokens will be colored acrylic with four-color printing to match the existing A&A punchboard tokens. They're double-sided. These are great for commonly used game pieces. They are chunky, they look great, and they improve and the board feel and the board presence, just making it feel that much better.
Yeah, this token pack includes 175 national control markers, 50 naval slash air bases, and 30 industrial complexes. Perfect upgrade for players. It's awesome. You can use these in so many different Axis and Allies games. I love that.
Yeah, and one quick note about the national control markers. There's 175 of them across, I believe it's 10 different countries or areas, and we even included some of the rarer ones like the Union Jack for the UK.
Oh,
Simple.
awesome.
There's two of them. Like I think in Europe, 1940, we included those as well as China and some of the lesser used ones. Those are all in there. So should got you covered.
Yeah, that's great. We have another thing which I'm very excited about. Would you like to tell us about the Axis and Allies 1942 Second Edition Deluxe map?
Yeah, this is number four. So, continuing on with the tradition of these deluxe maps that we've done, we wanted to bring the next one that is widely used. It's the 1942 second edition. So, this is similar to our other maps that we've done. It's 20% larger than the standard game board, has stitched edge, and it's an upgrade, from the original one. It's separated into pieces. This is one big mat. Comes in its own storage box, and allows for easy transport to game nights and conventions. So we're looking forward to getting another one of these out there. These have been well received by players and fans, and so we're happy to continue bringing them back out for you.
Yeah, absolutely. They're super high quality. I definitely have seen people in game shops actually using some of our other maps, and that was pretty exciting to see. So we're super happy to be able to bring this to y'all. So you may be asking yourself, why back this campaign? Well, if you're asking yourself that, I don't know. I mean, we just explained it, but I think there's more reasons why you should be backing this campaign. So one of those reasons is bundled discounts on accessories across these multiple titles. So you'll be getting the best deal. You get early access before retail release, so you'll be the first to get these, which is really exciting. And exclusive items that are only available through this campaign. So that
Yeah.
seems like good enough reason to me to back it.
Yeah, and in addition to the wonderful Axis and Allies accessories that we've just talked about, there are two other games that we're looking forward to bringing out accessories for that we really haven't done before, and this is Diplomacy and Ikusa. So you can check those out on the same page as part of the same campaign as the Axis and Allies stuff. If you have an interest in either of those games, there's some accessories to deluxify those brands. So for Diplomacy, we have similar to the Axis and Allies Deluxe Token Pack, we have a Diplomacy Deluxe Token Pack that replaces a lot of those standard country tokens, and that'll be a great thing for diplomacy fans. And there's a Deluxe Diplomacy map. So this one's really neat because it is a double-sided map, and it features both the standard Diplomacy, classic Diplomacy game board, as well as the new Diplomacy Era of Empire on the other side of the map. So you kind of get two for one on that map, which is going to be great for diplomacy fans. And it's 20% larger and all the same stuff that we do with our standard games. And for Ikusa, we did just recently run a crowdfunding campaign on GameFound for the 40th anniversary edition of the game, and there were some accessories there that were featured. These are the same ones that were there, but in case you missed that campaign, we wanted to offer them again here. That's a special deluxe map Again, a larger neoprene stitched edge map of the new art for Ikusa, and premium hit dice. These are similar to the Axis and Allies hit dice, but for Ikusa. So it makes speeds up the rolling process, speeds up combat, makes it a lot easier to see what hits, what doesn't. So those are all great, and you can go check them out on the same campaign.
Yeah, and I think if you're a fan of historical theming in your games, like so many Axis and Allies fans are, I think you should definitely check out Diplomacy and Akuza. It's strong theming and it's very cool. So make sure to check that out. And you can check that out going to the link in our description box below. You can check out the campaign and bag some awesome new accessories. Moving on from crowdfunding, we want to remind you about something new for Axis and Allies coming right around the corner. Axis and Allies Commanders. Dan, can you remind people about this accessory?
Yeah, sure. This one's super exciting. It introduces admirals and generals from 9 different countries, plus 2 World War I Supreme Commanders, and each of them has power-specific abilities that can be used in any version of Axis and Allies. So at the start of the game, you will secretly choose your commander, and each commander has both a basic and expert abilities, a different side. So it's super easy to get started with these commanders and add another layer of strategy to the games and spice that for games that you might have played years, hundreds of times, have the same opening moves. This might spice it up, give you a little bit different strategies to play with. There's so many ways to use these. You can just bid for them. You can use your starting bid to bid for them. You can use them as a way to handicap a more experienced player. You can randomly choose or anything else you can think of. So there's lots of ways to use these commanders. We're excited to see what the community comes up with, and we've seen some people excited about them already. So we're ready for these to release and get into your hands.
One of the most exciting things about this is that this features new original artwork by Janos Orban. This is the same artist who did the covers on Axis and Allies North Africa and Stalingrad, which were amazing. Some of my favorite covers that we've seen on Axis and Allies. So we're very excited about that. So this is only $20, super affordable, and you can pre-order your copy now for a March release. Get it in spring.
All right, so that was yeah, we talked to the accessories for the campaign. We talked about commanders, but we're not done yet. We've got some
We
more
got more.
to break
Yeah.
down. So first thing the next thing I want to tell you about is that we are bringing back another classic Axis and Allies game. This time we're bringing back Axis and Allies D-Day, and this is coming to in June to Barnes and Noble. This is from 2004. It will be available in the US exclusively through Barnes & Noble stores. It will be available in normal retail channels in the UK, in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia. But in the US, if you want this new version or this reprint of D-Day, you got to go to Barnes & Nobles and support that store. So in Axis and Allies D-Day, players control Germany, the UK, Canada, and the US. And this edition contains some updated graphic design on some of the cards. We redid the card backs and kind of tweaked some of the graphic design on it. We updated some rules and rulebook to cover the errata and FAQs that have happened since the game's launch in 2004. A lot of people have gotten to play the game and some things that were just needed to be clarified, so we put that all in there. And we did do some minor balance changes, and this is kind of different from some of the other reprints that we've done. This one actually did have some minor gameplay balance changes that we did after some further playtesting and talking to the community about it. So I will just do a quick overview here. There will be more details coming as we get closer, but from the lead designer or the lead internal designer of Axis and Allies, Matt Hyra, here's what he had to say about the minor balance changes. He said the Allied reinforcements were slightly tweaked to give them more freedom. And he said that there's also now an optional rule for experienced players. The Allies need only control the zones containing Cherbourg, Saint-Lô, and Caen at the end of any turn to achieve victory. They do not have to hold them for a full turn. So again, that's an optional rule for experienced players if they want to try that out, to shake up the game, to give a different perspective on it. Also, inside the game, there are 240 plastic miniatures, same as before. We got the blockhouse in there, order cards used to control the flow of battle, and much more. So check out Axis and Allies D-Day.
Yeah, and that releases in April 2026.
I might have said
Um,
June. I'm sorry. It says April.
oh, April. Yes, it comes out in April and will be available for $60. So find your closest Barnes& and Noble location using the link in the description. Check it out. So we do have something coming in September that I'm very excited about, which is Axis and Allies and Zombies.
Ooh, and zombies.
Zombies! How exciting! Dan, would you mind walking us through this game?
Sure. Yeah, this is another one that was originally released in 2018, and we are bringing it back in 2026. This is available to pre-order now on our web store if you'd like to. In this twist on a classic, players command the five major powers in these battles and bodies which zombies are drawn to. So in addition to fighting the soldiers, there's zombies to contend with. So that adds a new twist. The game comes with 215 plastic miniatures, including 30 zombie miniatures, an 86 card expansion deck that allows you to add zombies to 1942 second edition, and custom combat, zombie dice, paper money, and much more. So this is a really cool way to kind of do an alt history version of Axis and Allies with some zombies.
Yeah, totally. And since it comes out in September, you'll have it in time for Halloween. You can run cool events at your game store. You can just maybe dress up as zombies and play. I think that would be a great way to do Axis and Allies and Zombies. If I were a game store, I'd run an event where everybody has to dress up like a zombie and play. Yeah, so just in time for Halloween, expected to release in September of this year. And you can pre-order that now for $65 on our web store using the link in the description below. And that wraps up this action briefing. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to check out the accessory campaign on BackerKit and all the other stuff. Remember, you can pre-order Axis and Allies Commanders and Axis and Allies and Zombies on our web store, but make sure to order them separately. Our web store only ships orders when all items in the order are ready to ship. So you might want to do separate orders for that so you're not waiting on anything. And get ready to grab Axis and Allies D-Day at Barnes& and Noble near you in April. So you can use the store locator or just Google Barnes& and Noble. I'm sure you can find a store near you. And don't forget, we have a special sale right now. So 10% off in-stock Axis and Allies games. Head over to our web store to shop the sale. Save a little bit. But that's everything for today. Thank you, Dan, for joining me on this very
You're
special
welcome.
Axis and Allies action briefing. And thank you to all of you. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye. Thanks all.